Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lady J, and welcome back to another episode of Straight Vibing with Lady J. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I hope everything is blessed your way. I prayed for y'all. I hope that y'all have peace and contentment in your lives, especially through these trying times right now. The other day, I said that I wanted to talk to the men, and this episode, yes, is for the fellas. Gonna get right into it. You know me, I don't like to pussyfoot around, and I gotta speak on this because I think men really need to know about their behavior and need to be checked on their behavior. We as human beings, we are very human. We're flesh. We, respond to physical needs and wants and desires. And men have the tendencies of taking that too far, and women are known for it too. But I'm going to speak to the men for the ladies because I know with a lot of women that I have talked to, there's a lot of men that just don't realize the things that they say and the things that they do and the shit that they, you know, cause within us. Fellas, we get it. You see a beautiful woman, your dick gets hard, you want to bang the shit out of her, all these images go through your head. And yet you guys find it necessary to verbalize things at times when it shouldn't even be verbalized. I think a lot of the times you guys figure you throw out certain comments out there, a woman's going to respond and you're going to get what you put out there. That is not always the case. Some women may respond, but a lot of us are really sick and tired of how men advance us. Just because a woman carries herself a certain way or posts pictures of herself, looking extra sexy or showing off a little extra skin, some of y'all just feel it's okay to come at her a certain way. No, that doesn't give you a get out of jail free card to just talk to her any old way. I get that we're physical beings, and I get that, guys respond, they react. I get that. But to sit there and to say the things that you do to a female is not cool. My question to you is this: if someone spoke to your mother that way, your sister, if you have a daughter, a niece, a goddaughter, any female in your life that you care for and love, how would you feel if a man talked to her that way? Wouldn't you feel some kind of way? Wouldn't you want to beat the dude's ass? Like, it's one thing if a female, puts herself out there for you to respond in that way. That's one thing. But when a girl hasn't done anything, and you just feel it's okay to, make your little comments, this shit needs to stop. I know with my Snapchat, I stopped posting a lot of stuff because of the fact I just got tired of the same comments over and over and over again. And I would even, make a statement like, you can look, just shut the fuck up. Quit making these little comments. You just guys have to find it necessary to say shit. Oh, gotta say this. Oh, gotta let her know. Oh, put the emojis out there of the eyes going big. And fuck, why? We already know you're physical beings. We're physical beings too, but y'all need to stop that shit because y'all don't realize A, how degrading it is, and B, how much you could be putting on that girl to feel down about herself and feel not worthy. Is that all she's worth? Is that the only attention she's valued at, is to make little sexual advancements, make your little sexual innuendos? Y'all don't realize the damage that you fucking cause by saying these things or reacting certain ways. Like, I could just imagine, I know some of y'all that have children, if someone did that to your daughter, you'd want to beat a motherfucker up. So how is it not okay for someone to talk to your loved one that way, but yet you can talk to someone's mother, sister, daughter, whoever? Where do you get off? I've had it happen too often, and it's a complete turnoff for me. And it comes to a point now where I don't even make comments to it. And at times I figure that maybe the silence me not responding would, click in the guy's head that, oh, she doesn't like that kind of talk. Maybe I should fall back from making statements like that. Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't fucking work. And it gets tiring for us females. It gets really fucking tiring. It's one thing if a female feeds off of that attention. I used to feed off that attention in my younger years. Man, I just could not get enough attention. Now it's just like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Just keep it to yourself, And it irritates the crap out of me, especially when someone who's known me for an extended period of time has seen me change, sees where I stand with myself, how I love myself, and yet they feel because we've known each other for X amount of time or because we have a past or what have you, they can still go ahead and throw out these comments. No, the fuck you can't. You can't do that. You can't do that. If I say something to spark it, to get it started, okay, cool, right? But just out of pocket to be like, oh, I just want to fuck the shit out of you. Why? What is the point in saying this shit? I never could understand that shit. And it really gets to me, especially when I know a man's got a daughter or a sister and I know how he feels about his loved ones. And it's like, yo, you're kind of a hypocrite right now because you don't want men to talk to your loved ones that way, but yet you're talking to somebody's loved one that way. Like, you guys just find it necessary just to talk to a woman any old way because of a past that you had. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if y'all smashed like 20 years ago, that doesn't give you the right to go ahead and continue with that behavior that was 20 years ago. That kind of shows you haven't changed. I'm just saying. I mean, y'all got to give your fucking head a shake here because for some reason, I don't know what it is with guys. They just feel it's okay, because a woman has her tits hanging out in a shirt or, she's showing extra skin. Oh, that's a total invite to go ahead and just say something disrespectful to her. No, the fuck it doesn't. It doesn't give you a fucking pass to go ahead and say these things. One day you're going to get punched the fuck out. I'm just saying. It irritates me to see how, guys just do that. Why don't it just normalize not saying shit? Why not just normalize keeping comments to yourself? Normalize, saying something that isn't in a sexual term. Like, you don't realize how much you're adding to that woman's internal luggage that she's got going on. She's got a lot of hurts, a lot, she's healing. She's trying to find herself and try to know her self-worth. And here you come along and make your little stupid, comments and shit. It's just like bullying. You don't know what the fuck you say and how you're saying it and how that person perceives it when they're going through their own stuff. That's the same thing that goes with sexual comments towards a female. And I know, excuse me. I know with females towards men, I mean, you don't hear it as much, but, there are men out there too that don't like to be advanced like that neither. Because they're good looking and have bodies and stuff like that. A lot of guys soak up that attention, but there are some men that don't like that shit. So my thing is, y'all really need to check your behavior at the fucking door when it comes to shit like this. I'm getting to a point now where for myself, I just feel no association is the best association because then I don't put myself into those situations where a man feels he can go ahead and just talk to me any old way, but I shouldn't have to at the same time be hiding from conversations or trying to avoid certain situations because I don't want to get into into that. You guys need to check your fucking manners at the door. You guys you really don't know how much damage you're doing to a female when you're making those comments, whether you know her or not. And especially if a woman opens up to you and I don't know why Why do you guys think it's okay because you've known a female for a while, or because you guys have a past that gives you the okay to do these things and say these things? No, no, it don't. Y'all need to quit with that shit. Like, just think of it for a second. I'm gonna keep saying it in hopes that it clicks in your head. Someone says that to your mom, talks to your mom that way, your sister. Just think about that for a second. Now, don't you think that's the same shit that's happening to the other female, like a female, when you're saying that to her, when it's not your daughter, your brother, or your sister, or your mother, or your friend, or whoever, niece, cousin, whoever she is to you? That's where the double standard comes in. And it's really irritating, just like, guys in the game and how they, use women and stuff, but yet they're use their daughter or someone that's close to them, and they're ready to beat somebody up, let alone kill somebody, because some people are just really protective like that. You guys don't think of these things. You truly don't realize how much damage is being caused, and you know and women questioning their self-worth because you guys add to that shit. Is that all a female is worth to you? Is a piece of pussy? Is that all she is a set of tits? Is that all she is to you? Is just the physical presence? I mean, she can look good, but she might not suck a dick good. She might not even write it. The pussy might be trash. Then what? But at the end of the day, what does the physical give you? If she can't mentally stimulate you or be there for you as a queen should be for a man, then whatever. And for the ones that want to be doggish, well, shit. Oh, I hope you have your day. I hope you have your karma. Because of how you're out here treating women and talking to them disrespectfully. That shit's going to come back and bite you in the ass, bruh. I'm just, it doesn't matter what the girl does for a living. I used to be an entertainer. I was a dancer. I was in the adult industry. So, I know firsthand, how men can be, and comments that could be thrown out there and stuff like that. When a woman is, if she's confident in herself and she likes that kind of conversation, then that's one thing. But a lot of these women really don't give a shit. To some, it's just, getting money to pay the bills and put a roof over their head and, provide their needs. And some are just young. They don't realize, that this lifestyle isn't for them and they're just lost souls. I mean, there's 10,001 different reasons as to why, females will get into the adult entertainment industry. But it doesn't, I don't know how guys just figure, well, if she's out there like that, that means, no, I can talk to her any old way or treat her a certain way. No, you cannot. It's unacceptable. And for women that are healing and trying to come up from that and rise above that and find empowerment within themselves and to love themselves more and to find a new way of life and all this kind of stuff. And then you guys come along and just say something. You gotta, I keep saying this, another episode, 3 in a row that I know of off the top of my head that I'm saying, power of the tongue. Shit is damaging. I know there's people watching this right now that I know personally that are guilty of the same shit of talking to women any old way. No, the fuck you can't. Stop that shit. I don't care how the fucking long you've known them. If you guys had a fucking history, like listen to the girl. Listen to certain things. There might be hints or messages, hidden messages in how she conducts herself and things that she says. She might be not direct about stuff. I am, but not every female's like that. But you guys just want to look past that, and then you guys end up catching yourself a fucking case. In some cases, women go ahead and they slap you with this sexual harassment thing. And you weren't meaning anything by it. You were just joking. No, it isn't a fucking joke. We are not a piece of fucking meat. We're not a fucking, just a doormat where you can wipe your fucking feet on and freaking bust a nut inside or, bust your nut and fucking bounce out and just no, you can't fucking talk to us like that. Start showing some respect to us females. It just, I see it all too often for myself. And it just, I've even fallen back from a couple of my social medias because I just got tired of addressing that shit. So as I said, I just feel if I don't put myself in those situations, then I don't have to address those. But that's just being unrealistic, because then I just basically, you're going to have to cut everybody off if I'm trying to avoid that. I shouldn't have to do that. But it's unfortunate because dumbasses like some of y'all out here not thinking of what you're speaking and how you're damaging folks. I mean, some of y'all don't give a shit. And hey, if that's what it is, all the power to you then. But best believe what goes around comes around. You can't be treating females like that. Stop it. Stop it. To the fellas that I know personally, stop being that one. You? You. I know you're guilty of it. And you right there. Yeah, I know you're guilty of it too. Because some of y'all are just walking around here guilty as fuck day in, day out, making these little fucking comments, and you just feel that it's all good. You know, she likes that shit. No, the fuck she don't. And if she's already told you that and it's fell on deaf ears, and, you know, you get a reaction when you say certain shit to her and she gives you a negative reaction, pay attention to what the fuck she says and how she says it. Just in that tone, you should be able to fucking tell if she's liking it or not. Getting up in the middle of the night and getting those random texts. Oh, I crave you. I want to fuck the shit out of you. Some of us females don't want to wake up to messages like that. What about, good morning, queen. Hope you have a lovely day. But no, you guys want to go straight to the fucking hit it shit. You want to beat that pussy up. Why? Like, you know, we're all talking about these new norms and all this type of shit. Well, let's make it a new norm of talking to women more respectfully in the fucking morning instead of sending a fucking message in the morning being, oh, I woke up with you on my mind and now my dick's hard. Not everybody wants to fucking hear that shit at fucking 6 a.m., bruh. Like, some of you just you miss the mark. And I don't understand why. And a lot of y'all are older doing this shit. Guys in their 20s, y'all full of fucking hormones and shit. You just want to fuck like a dog in heat anyways. So, I mean, but still, think about what you say and how you say it to people, to females. Women, same thing goes for us. Certain things we shouldn't be saying to men. Not many men are, you know, feeling some kind of way by like, oh, how dare you disrespect me by talking to me that way. But there are some guys that are like that. So we need to do better in this area, people. We really do. I said it the last episode. We don't know what a person's going through, and your little freaking innocent comment that you feel is innocent could be that one comment that pushes them over the edge and be like, fuck, I ain't worth shit. Because that's all I get. This motherfucker just talking to me any old way. It's disturbing to me. And for myself, I've learned, you know, or I'm learning to really just disassociate myself from people that are like that. I don't care how long I've known you. And I've had it a couple of times where I've said to an individual and be like, did you not hear what the fuck I said? I don't like being talked to that way. Don't talk to me that way. You know, oh, well, I thought it was just a joke. It was just a joke. Quit with the fucking it's a joke shit. That shit's tired. It's a lame ass fucking excuse. It's a joke. No, you weren't fucking joking. You just seen you got a fucking rise out of me. Now you got to backpedal and be like, oh, well, hey, I didn't mean it that way. We know you fucking did, bruh. So why not, as individuals, make it a new norm to think before we speak? When it comes to, you know, making comments about fucking somebody, know what the situation's like before you open your fucking mouth. This conversation kind of really gets me agitated because I've addressed this thousands and thousands of times. And for the ones that follow me on my Snapchat, no, I go off. I even, you know, dudes that have sent me dick pics and stuff, I've just gone ahead and screenshot it. Never actually put their actual picture up there, but I'll put emojis over top and just tag them and blast them because I'm not that one. Guys, stop that. Stop adding to the pain that females are enduring. Stop adding to the question of their self-worth because you just want to use them as a piece of fucking meat. Think about that. Add to their self-worth. Help them to recognize that they're a queen, not a piece of pussy. And for you that are all about fucking, well, go ahead and find you those females that are into that shit. But just quit approaching females that aren't into that. Feel out your playground first before you actually go on the playground to play. Because the playground that you might want to play on might be shut down and might not be accessible to play on. So I had to speak on that because it's just, in this day and time, again, there's so much going on, and with technology and stuff, and we see images and we see women looking good and, showing extra skin. Now that's, the sun's out and the guns and everything else is out. But just learn to keep your mouth shut. If you ain't got, as we were told, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And I want to fuck you ain't nice. I'm sorry. It's pretty fucking rude if you ask me. Coming from a 46-year-old, it might be, like I said, for the younger generation, maybe they like that shit, to each their own. But for, there's a group of us that don't find that shit cute. So that was Lady J speaking on that. I had to say it. Fellas, if you feel some kind of way about it, you feel some kind of way about it. So I just had to touch light on it, bring awareness to it, because that's what I'm here to do. Bring awareness to, what us as individuals are doing, that we can, opt out of our default mode or opt out of our old thought process and change it up, and try to, as I say, be a better version of ourselves. So thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Straight Vibing with Lady J. I hope y'all have a super blessed week. This week coming, 15 Minutes of Flame. Date will be, a specific day will be dropped on Monday morning, tomorrow morning. I will drop the day that episode will be launched. And as I said, a contest is coming up in January. And yeah, June. Oh my gosh. God spit January out of my mouth. I don't even know where that came from. Anyways, y'all have a super blessed evening. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for your time, your love and support. Keep vibing, whatever your vibe is. Be a better version of yourself. You're one day closer to your breakthrough. You can be a blessing for someone without even knowing it. Just do a random act of kindness. In the world of today, we need some positivity. So just go out there and just rock shit out and just show something positive. Do something positive. Just be something good. So until the next vibe session, y'all stay blessed. Have a great one, and I'm out. Love y'all.